minus runoff equal to total loss. Yes, yaarappa maatadaroru shoppa maatadadappa. If you talk, I cannot teach. That's my weakness. Everybody has got a weakness, shortcomings. If you talk, no, I cannot deliver the goods. I don't think other way. Deliver the goods means what? What do you mean by deliver the goods? Deliver my lecture, deliver my speech. My English is very hard. This particular precipitation or the rainfall, from the total rainfall, I'll go the total weight. From the total rainfall or the total quantity of the rainfall, if you deduct the net quantity of the runoff, what is the runoff? The water which is moving over the surface. After all the process like infiltration, transpiration, whatever that. Then if you deduct from the total runoff or total rainfall, if you deduct the total quantity of the runoff moving over the surface, then what you will get? That's equal to total loss. This total loss will be total loss will be in terms of it will be in terms of evaporation, or it may be this evaporation is not that evaporation which is going to take place from the water bodies. Be careful, there are two evaporation will be taking place. This evaporation is the preliminary evaporation, when the rainwater falls over the surface before reaching the ground or reaching the surface of the earth. Some quantity of water is being lost in atmosphere. That's also a type of the losses. Coming back, maybe evaporation, infiltration, or transpiration, or water that means leakage, depression, storage, etc. All are losses. Right? Then coming back to the things, here evaporation, this evaporation is that evaporation, not the preliminary one. It will be that evaporation from water bodies. What is that evaporation? How exactly the evaporation takes place? What cycle? Go to the hydrological cycle. So each don't talk, see. These are the water bodies. It will be anything. Here, somebody is talking and saying, what is things will be known as these arrows?
Sun rays, solar energy, solar radiation, energy, water.
Due to the solar radiation, then the liquid, there is a conversion from liquid stage to the gaseous stage. Mean there will be a changeover from liquid to the gaseous state. Mean that particular water, due to the solar radiation, due to the increase in the temperature due to the solar radiation, the liquid state will be converted to a gaseous state, or sometimes you can call it as a water vapor. Water vapors are being formed. Whereas the water vapors are very lighter in weight, they are being taken up into the sky, correct or not? Then they are responsible for forming the clouds, correct or not? And those particular clouds which are being formed due to this process, then the next process will be the condensation of the cloud will take place. When the condensation of the cloud take place, then what is going to happen? The bursting of the cloud will take place. When the cloud bursts, then the rain occurs or the precipitation occurs. This is all the meaning of the hydrological cycle. Now coming back here, this is evaporation process. Then this particular evaporation process also take place mainly due to the change in the vapor pressure, the atmospheric pressure, the change over the atmospheric pressure from the surface of the ground or also from the surface of the sky, whatever that. So if there is a change in the pressure, change in the temperature, due to this one, there will be always a chance of evaporation. What is evapotranspiration? The water is also being lost to the evaporation, no doubt in that, due to the solar energy or the solar radiation. There is also a loss due to the transpiration. The transpiration loss will be mainly due to the absorption of the water through the plants and the shrubs and the vegetable. Something yesterday I told you, vegetation foliage, something I told yesterday. Have you remember? Vegetation foliage, something I told. No? Yesterday just remember this word I have used. Due to the vegetation foliage, then the particular water is being absorbed, understand or not? Sometimes from the surface of the ground, the water is being absorbed by the roots, and again that through the plants or the leaves, the water is being lost, understand or not? That is also a sort of loss. The combination of the transpiration with the evaporation is known as evapotranspiration. Then there is a process. There is also a empirical formula to calculate the evaporation. To calculate the evaporation. The Dalton, that one person called as the Dalton's formula. Dalton's equation, which is going to be what? It is going to give you the calculation of the quantity of the evaporation or the evapotranspiration. Tada! Everything is in its own. Don't worry, everything is in its own. Don't write yourself. Evaporation, the transpiration, the two important phases. Evaporation and evapotranspiration are two. Evaporation and evapotranspiration are the two most important phases of the hydrological cycle. You are not writing you correct. Evaporation and evapotranspiration are two most important phases. Phases you can write now. Phases. Phases of hydrological cycle. Evaporation and the evapotranspiration are two most important phases of the hydrological cycle, which redistribute the heat energy, between the surfaces, redistribute the heat energy between surfaces and atmosphere, which redistribute the heat energy between surfaces and atmosphere. Don't worry, everything is in its own. Everything is in its own. But evaporation is the process. Next point. Next sentence. Evaporation is the process. Evaporation is the process in which, come on. This is like a dharmashala. One day it will become only. Evaporation is the process in which. Evaporation is the process. Underline this. Very important definition for evaporation. Evaporation is the process in which. Evaporation is the process in which liquid changes to. Evaporation is the process in which liquid changes to gaseous state. I think I told the same. Liquid changes to gaseous state. Gaseous state. Gaseous state at the free surface. Gaseous state at the free surface below the boiling point. At the free surface below the boiling point. Boiling point through the transfer of heat energy. Through the transfer of heat energy. Full stop. Next sentence. It is a continuous natural process. Next sentence. It is a continuous natural process by which it's a continuous natural process by which a substance changes from liquid to gaseous state. A substance changes from liquid to gaseous state. A substance changes from liquid to gaseous state. Full stop. Last sentence. The main source of evaporation is the main source. Next sentence. The main source of evaporation is the what? Hello. Solar radiation. Solar radiation. Simple. Next sentence. The rate of, one more sentence. Next paragraph. The rate of evaporation is dependent on the following factors. The rate of evaporation, this is important. The rate of evaporation is dependent on the rate of evaporation is dependent on the following factors. The rate of evaporation is dependent on the following factors. Number one, vapor pressure at the water surface. Vapor pressure at the water surface. Vapor pressure at the water surface and air above. Vapor above the surface of the ground, above the surface of the, understood? Vapor pressure at the water surface and air above, right? Next, one more. What is the next? 2. Air and water temperature. Second factor. Air and water temperature. Air and water temperature. Third, solar radiation. Solar radiation. 4. Wind speed. 5. Atmospheric pressure. Next, 6. Nature and size of the evaporating surface. Nature and size of the evaporating surface. Last is quality of the water. Nature and size of the evaporating surface. Quality of the water. Quality of the water. How exactly these things are, just one by one I will tell. First one, what he said? What is that? The vapor pressure at the surface and the vapor pressure. So if the change in the vapor pressure takes place over the surface of the water and the air above, if this is happening, the evaporation takes place. 2. Here, how look at this. This is water body. Any water body. Look at the sun is there. Okay. This is continuously emitting the solar energy, solar radiation. Right? Here, paper, this particular water is having some sort of pressure. Or not. Any particular water has got it. Even the flow of the water from one point to the other by gravitational flow it is going to give a water pressure. How the water flows? How the water flows from one point to another without a pumping station. Groundwater moves from one place to another due to the water has got its own pressure. Then even the soil, the surface of the water surface, any water surface of any water body will have some sort of pressure. Correct or not? Then there will be some sort of water pressure over the surface of the water or any water bodies. And the atmosphere has got its own atmospheric pressure. The pressure over the ground surface has got its own atmospheric pressure. Then due to the change in the vapor pressure over the surface of the water bodies, and also there is a change in the pressure over the ground surface. Due to this one, and also due to the solar radiation, then there is every chance of conversion of water to the gases. Simple way, it's very simple. And second point, what is that? Air and the water temperature, correct or not? Due to the solar radiation, the temperature of the water is going to increase, correct or not? Sometimes, if you touch the water in mid-noon, the water looks to be warmer, correct or not? Anywhere it can go. So the water temperature, due to solar radiation, then the temperature of the water becomes warmer. That's why increase in the temperature of the water, right? Then air also. Sometimes air due to the higher temperature above the seabed, the humidity will be much more higher. If you go to any seashore areas, then there will be a humidity, more and more humidity. That humidity is due to the changeover in the water pressure as well as the air pressure. That's why anywhere if you go to any sea areas, there all will be a humidity will be much more higher. Next, solar radiation. Naturally, this is already told. There will be due to the solar radiation, there is every chance of conversion of liquid to the gaseous state. The simple way. That because of that you have to take this. Then wind speed. Higher the wind speed, lower will be the evaporation. Why? Those particular radiation of the sun are being disturbed by the sun. Those rays, those radiation from the solar energy, if there is no air at all, there is no wind at all, then the intensity of the solar energy will be much more higher. Then due to the wind, these particular solar energy or the radiation will be taken away to the next side. That's why lesser. Next, atmospheric pressure. Just now I told, nature and size of the evaporating surface. Bigger and the longer is the surface of the water bodies, more will be the evaporation. Correct or not? If the sea level or sea surface will be much more wider, there will be more and more evaporation will be taking place at then there will be less and less evaporation take place from the pond. Pond is having a smaller area, but whereas the sea is having a bigger area. Higher the area of the water bodies, higher will be the rate of evaporation. That's meaning. Last is quality of the water. Again the quality. See, the more and more evaporation takes place from the river and the pond, but whereas less and less evaporation takes place from those impurities, the water which is having more impurities. Correct or not? If the quality of the water is very, very bad, which consisting of more impurities, yellowish water, whatever that, then white, you are seeing green water. You are seeing the water which is in the well or whatever that is, green water, yellowish water, dirty water. Therefore, why the sun rays will not pass through the water particles? Because of less and less evaporation takes place. Higher the quality of the water, higher the evaporation. Then lesser the quality of the water or the water which consisting of the impurities. Hard water, you are studying environmental. Hard water, soft water. Hard water, there will be always less evaporation process or the less rate of evaporation. Next, diaction process. Sure. You understood that? Yes, sir. Pakka? Next, Dalton's law of evaporation. I am going to write directly the formula, not giving any notes. Right, Dalton's law of evaporation. Important. I am going to from the Dalton law of evaporation. Right, important examination they may ask. From the Dalton's law of evaporation, right, Baba? From Dalton's law of evaporation, the rate of evaporation, you write capital E. From the Dalton's law of evaporation, the rate of evaporation, capital E, can be related to the vapor pressure. As under, it is given by E equal to C into ES minus EA. Is also equal to A plus BR or into bracket ES minus EA. What is what here? Where the formula given by Dalton, where E equal to Hey, she is telling this side. This side, this side. Where should I go? Fly in the atmosphere? Like a Spider-Man?
Spider-Man उड़ता नहीं है.
You want to fly like a Spider-Man? Right now. Evaporation is for capital E equal to evaporation loss. First, capital E equal to evaporation loss. Unit in the bracket you write mm per day. Mm per day. Here by mm per day. ಇದೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾದಿದೆ ಮಾರಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದೆ ಇದೆ now the situation has changed. I think I told you yesterday the situation has changed, so be careful all of both 7th A and B. I don't know what is going to happen. Let it happen. It has to go to evaporation loss in the bracket mm per day. Yes saturation happens. Yes or not? Yes. Saturation vapor pressure at water surface temperature in millibar. Saturation vapor pressure at water surface temperature. Saturation vapor pressure at water surface temperature. Water surface temperature in millibar unit. Am I alive? BR bar. Next EA. Actual vapor pressure. Actual vapor pressure of the air above. Actual vapor pressure. Actual vapor pressure of the air above. Next, there is one C is there. C, capital C, a constant. Capital C, a constant. A constant whose value depends upon various factors such as wind velocity, humidity, barometric pressure, which is equal to A plus BV. This is V. C is a constant whose depends upon the various factors such as barometric pressure, wind velocity, humidity, etc. Which is equal to A plus BV. This is C. See, this C has been replaced to this side. C is A plus B. What is A plus A plus B? A and B are constants, where small a and b are constants. Small v is wind velocity. Small v is wind velocity. Small v is wind velocity in kilometer per hour. So one statement you write below the things below. For evaporation to continue, paragraph. For evaporation to continue, EA should be less than ES. For evaporation to continue, EA should be less than ES. Then next. Evaporation will be zero. Evaporation will be zero when ES equal to EA. ES equal to EA. Then this is very important. And the syllabus has been mentioned, I think, yesterday. Just look at the syllabus. Factors affecting evaporation losses. Just look at that. Is there? Syllabus is there. Is there? Just check it out right now. Factors affecting syllabus. I think is there. Yesterday problem.
Yes, sir.
Factors affecting evaporation losses. I think it's there. They are not.
Hi.
There? I think so. There? I'm going to only list. Then explanation will be in the notes. Okay? Please sit properly. Sure. Sit properly. Now, there are some factors. Evaporation will take place. How the evaporation will take place? As per the Dalton equation. Then, as we know, the evaporation process will be a continuous process. As the evaporation process is continuous, that's why the hydrological cycle is also a continuous process. This is what exactly they are correlated. Now, what are the different factors which are affecting? So, list about that. Again, there are so many things. The first and foremost factor responsible for the evaporation loss or the loss due to the evaporation is what? The area of the water surfacing area. I think just now I told. The area of the water surfacing area. Higher the area, higher the evaporation. Just now I told. Then again humidity. That are not. The humidity, more and more humidity. If there is a more and more humidity, there will be less and less evaporation. This is all exactly correlated. Then coming back to the temperature. The temperature, again higher the temperature due to the atmosphere or higher the temperature due to the solar radiation, there will be more and more evaporation take place. That are not. In the cloudy weather, if there is no sunlight, example, if you ask me, in the cloudy weather, if there is no sunlight, or the sun is being covered by the clouds, correct or not? No rain, only cloudy, then there will be less, there will be no evaporation take place because there is no outbreak of solar energy or the sun rays or the sun radiation. Solar radiation will not place, then there will be less evaporation or no evaporation. Where your ES equal to EA, just now I told. Evaporation will be 0, where ES equal to EA, just now I told. That factor will come, that particular area where there is a cloudy weather, where there is no temperature increase. There is also a temperature also playing the part. Then next, what is that next? The other factor which is responsible for this evaporation is again the amount of water evaporated, that is the quantity of water evaporated from the surface of the water bodies. They are first one, right? First. I am not going to give the quality of the water also. Quality of the water also I told, just now I told. How it is affected? Quality, higher the quality, higher the next. And again, the depth of the water also. What is how the depth is going to play? Depth of the water bodies. Area width-wise more. How the depth? Can you believe? Depth. Higher the depth, higher the depth of the water. Next water. Lower. Why? Depth is more. So as the water is very transparent, depth is lesser, there will be more solar radiation takes place. That's the meaning. Number one, nature of the evaporating surface. Evaporation losses depend upon one, nature of the evaporating surface. You write or you want to write? Everything is in zone. Everything will be in zone. Don't worry. Come it up. Nature of the evaporating surface. 2. Area of the water surface. Nature of the evaporating surface. 2. Area of the water surface. Depth of the water in the water body. Depth of water in the water body. Humidity. Next, wind velocity. Important examination they are going to ask this. Even for your internal also these questions will come. Main exam also. Temperature.